Hello everyone, my name is Ailsa and today I'm going to do part 1 of my February book haul. I got a huge amount of books this month, so I figured I would split it into here are some of the books, just so you can see how many I'm going to talk about today. Very quickly, I promise. And all of those as well. First up, before I forget, I got one ebook this month that was actually an ARC, and that was Beyond Ruin by Rocha. Which is the writing duo of Bree and Donna. They also write as Moira Rogers. It is book 7 in their Beyond series, which is dystopian. It's about a city that was designed to be very eco-friendly and stand alone and produce everything it needed itself in the areas outside this walled city. Those areas outside are known as the sectors, and each sector has a very distinct flavour. Like, some of them are full of warehouses producing goods, some of them are farming areas, and at this point in the series they're kind of on the brink of war, so it's very interesting. I have read it now. I'll be posting a review on Tuesday the 23rd, which is the release day for it, and I'll also be running a giveaway on my blog. I will leave the link in the description box to my blog and you should go and enter. And that will be for the first 3 books in the series, the giveaway. Next book that I'm going to talk about, earlier this month I went on a London bookshop crawl to a bunch of independent bookshops. It was really good fun. We went to a lot of places that I hadn't known about before. And I bought 2 books. The first one I got is Vendetta by Gail Z. Martin. This is the sequel to Deadly Curiosities, which I read back in the summer and have reviewed. This is an urban fantasy and the main character is a psychometric, so she can see the history of an object when she touches it. She works with some other friends to run an antique shop where she actually tries to take dangerous magical objects out of public circulation and make them safe or lock them away. One of her companions is a vampire, and in this book it's looking at an enemy from his past is coming back. That is published by Solaris, it's out now, and I'm really excited to start reading that one soon. The second book I got on the bookshop crawl was The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I've been hearing about this book for a while. A lot of people have recommended it to me. It came out in the autumn, I think, from Hodder. And I've started reading this. So far it's really good. It is loosely described as a space opera. It's a bunch of people on a spaceship, and obviously each of them have secrets and things that they're hiding, and living in such close quarters on the spaceship, those secrets are going to come up. So that one I've started and I'm really enjoying so far. The next book I got was one that I was really excited to read. I was fortunate enough to get a copy from Alice at Harper 360. This is Dumplin by Julie Murphy. It just came out in the UK quite recently, but it's been out in the US for a couple of months now and I've seen a lot of good reviews. This is about a girl who wholly describes herself as being fat and is quite comfortable with that to start with, I believe, and then I think she starts seeing a guy and becomes a little more insecure. And it also has beauty pageants in it. Her mother was a beauty pageant queen, or whatever you call it. And now this girl, Willowdean, who's the main character, is also going to enter the pageant, I think. Haven't started it at all yet, but I'm hoping to get to that one soon this week, so hopefully it'll be in a February wrap-up video. Earlier this month my dad came down to visit me and he brought me some books from my TBR pile at home. He also bought me one new book, which is The Death of Dulgath by Michael J. Sullivan. This is book 3 of the Rhyria Chronicles, and this book was actually funded through Kickstarter. It was the 3rd highest fiction project to date on Kickstarter, and very successfully funded. I haven't read any of this series yet, but both my parents, who are the ones who got me into fantasy in the first place, have read these, and they really, really like them, so I'm definitely going to get around to this one soon. If you don't know, I do work at a publisher, and there is a box of like free books that are going away to charity if no one wants them, so everyone rifles through it occasionally. And this week, the past couple months, I've had very successful finds in the interesting box books. I got a finished copy of An Ember in the Ashes. I had an early copy of this, which doesn't have the map, and as any fantasy reader knows, the maps are always one of the best things to have in there, so I had to get that when I saw it. I also got The Vagrant by Peter Newman. I don't know much about this one, but it sounded pretty cool. I will talk more about it once I've read it. Then I got The Golem and the Djinn by Helene Wecker. This one is set in New York in the 19th century and is about a golem and a genie. Again, I haven't started this one yet. I'll talk more about it once I've read it. And then I have never read any Julia Kagawa books, but I have a friend who raves about them, and I managed to pick up 3 of the books this month. Unfortunately, none of them is the first in the series, which is a bit frustrating, so I will now have to go and hunt that one down and buy it. But really, I've heard so much about those books, I definitely want to get stuck into them, so I really have to find those. That is the first half of my February book haul. The other one I will do next week at the end of the month, and I will also be doing a reading wrap-up next week too. So I will talk to you then. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books or if there's any interesting books that you've got this month. Bye!